Good morning. I think it's going live. I'm just going to assume that it is. So, hi, how are you going? Oh, yeah, so hope you're having a good day. I'm off to a bit of a late start this morning, but never mind, this is what happens sometimes. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was kind of helping you to maybe reframe the idea of selling yourself based on what I've learnt on my journey. So I don't think very many people know this. I have applied and been accepted to study psychology at university, not once, but twice. And neither times I actually went through with it. I have also seriously considered going back to the drawing board and retraining as a coach. And the only reason I share this is because I have a really deep interest in all these things. But what I realized also this year is that my sweet spot is all those things: psychology, coaching, self-development. But my kind of real, where I can bring the most value is in helping others to market what they do and to how to talk about what they do in a way that kind of, gets them in front of the right people. Now, and so when someone hires me to write some sort of marketing copy for their business, I'm being paid to write something, obviously, but a big part of that process is research. And so I get to, listen to all the testimonials and see the real changes they're making and understand what their process is and, do research around the specific niche that they work in and all that stuff. And I love it. So, it's stuff I kind of would do anyway. So I'm basically getting paid to do something I love, which is crazy actually when I think about it like that. So I just wanted you to think about when you're trying to come up with or market yourself or talk about what you do, to kind of take that approach that you're not and I know, so because I know a lot of a lot of people, a lot of businesses that coaches and therapists are like, I've got into this to do the thing that I do. I don't want to spend all my time marketing it. And I get that, but obviously at the beginning stages, you have to do those bits yourself. So instead of this is mindset, so come on, instead of thinking about it as a chore or that it's somehow something you have to push yourself to do, approach it from the angle that, because to do it properly, you need to do something similar to what I do, which is to really dig into what your clients are saying about you, to really, extract from them what their outcomes were, what the journey was for them, how they felt before they started working with you, how they felt afterwards, because that is what you're selling. You're selling, that's what you're talking about when you're marketing what you do. It's what you should be talking about when marketing what you do. It's not about just grabbing a whole bunch of templates and just plugging in some words, because that's what everyone on the internet says you should do. It's about listening. It's about listening to the people you've helped. It's about listening to the wider market and to kind of get a feel for, who else, who specifically out there are you best positioned to help, because you're not going to be able to help everyone. And so, again, it's listening. When I say market research, it sounds dull, but it's not. It's listening. It's having conversations with people. It's getting on calls with people and just asking questions, and then using everything that you've learned, which I would imagine you find interesting, finding out about this stuff, because it's all about what you do. It's not sort of paint by numbers, just sort of words. And I get that some people, the whole concept of writing stuff down is difficult, and that's kind of a different thing I can tackle with people. But I just kind of wanted to, help you reframe it if you struggle with the whole salesy thing. If you struggle to talk about what you do, if you're worried that if you share the results you've got for people or focus on these outcomes that somehow you're showing off. You're not. You're you're just digging in really deeply into the power of your own work and understanding it, hopefully, in a way that maybe you haven't understood it before. And when you kind of if that clicks, I think you would find selling a whole different thing. Because I know people say, right, think about selling as serving. And again, that's just a phrase. What does that mean? To me, what I've just said is what that means. It's kind of that duty of getting out there what it is you do to the people who need it, but it's also the duty to yourself to really immerse yourself in the experience that you give other people so that you can actually understand what that experience is, which allows you to do a job better and to kind of understand your place in their journey a lot better as well. So I hope that makes sense. If you want to have a chat about any of this stuff, just, drop a comment or send me a message. Because, I really feel like this is the thing I can help you do the best. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go. Have a good day.